Hi, welcome back to the Mel-Tran Designs podcast. I'm your host, Melissa, also known as Anansi on Ravelry, and on Instagram, I am Mel-Tran Designs. This is going to be a quick one because it is Saturday night and it is 10:52 p.m. and I finally am able to record. I've been recording on Fridays the last few weeks, but yesterday didn't work, and then today I was supposed to have some downtime this evening, and then we ended up getting to go to a Ted Cruz rally. I just heard or saw it on somebody's Facebook page and was like, cool, I'm gonna go. And anyways, so we just like dropped everything and ran over there to try to go because it was exciting. And anyways, if you don't like him, that's okay. You don't have to. I thought it would be a cool opportunity to go. So anyways, and I was sitting here and I was like, okay, I have to record really quick because I promised one every week and I don't want to miss now. So anyways, it is March 5th, 2016. My Cayenne girl will turn 10 in about an hour and a few minutes. It's her birthday tomorrow. And my dog is snoring on my lap. So anyways, there will not be 30 minutes of rambling this week like there was last week. I don't know that there was really any appreciation for that. So anyways, such is life. This is actually just going to be a quick, like, my week in review was that I went to the rally today, went to knitting this morning, went to the Gem and Mineral Show this afternoon that is a yearly I don't know, a yearly event that my sister and I usually do, and we took the kids. That will not happen again. They were anyway complaining the whole time, but that's all right. I still enjoyed myself. I've been Skyping with my other sister, the one that moved. I've been Skyping with her a lot, so that's been fun. She calls me on her lunch hour and things like that. So anyways, I have there was something flashing on my phone. I was like, what the heck? I think that's about it. Sorry, that was shaking. About it for the week. So you know what's no going on / coming up. I'll talk about going on in a second. You know what's coming up. I have my retreat. There's still time to sign up. You have until March 15th to get, or did I say the 11th? The middle of March. If you want to come, contact me and we can work out the details. But I would love to have you look at the Fiber Fanatics Unite retreat group on Ravelry, and you can find out all the details there, or you can message me. Going on. I have missed saying this the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I was still kind of figuring it out. Last week, I just completely forgot. Lisa, Fiber Nymph, from the 90% Knitting group, podcast, and I are co-hosting an unofficial Laura Ayler knit along. It started out as making her Adelia shawl, but then I'm making another one of her patterns, and then we were like, why don't we just make it anything Laura Ayler, because she has such amazing stuff. She's my favorite designer ever. So anyways, I'm just going to open the thread. I actually have it kind of started, and it's pretty much just knit along any Laura Ayler pattern and post it in there. There's not going to be like the no chatter, prize drawing. There's not really an end to it. It's just kind of make some stuff from her patterns. If there's a lot of chatter in my group, I am not opposed to randomly drawing prizes. I don't know what they would be, but if people want to get chatty, that would be wonderful. I'm still trying to build up some chatter in my groups. There's been a few comments here and there after each of my episodes, I think, except for last week's. So, so that's been nice. A little bit more would also be nice. But anyway, so that starts now. Just make a Laura Ayler pattern. Onto the knitting. I'm just going to go through it really quick. I'll do this first because it's sitting on me right here. This is Cayenne's Bon Bon Rabbit for her birthday. I know I'm not done. Like I said, I was supposed to finish it this evening, and then we dropped everything and went. So I have the feet, obviously, and the legs and the arms and the cute little white tail, and I'm working on the head. I know it looks kind of morbid. It's the headless bunny. And that's not the right color at all. This color, I can't get a picture of it. I've tried taking a picture. I've tried it with the webcam, and that makes it look like a nice purple. It's not. It's a like a more of an electric purple. Yeah, it just, I think it might be the blue hue of the screen, but anyways, this tail though is made out of some, I don't know, Red Heart or Karen, a pound of, anyways, I had it sitting back behind my chair, and so I just grabbed it for the tail really quick. And the ears are done, obviously, because you make those ahead of time. So I just have the head to go and the eyes and the ends. But those you just tuck in because it's stuffed. So you just tuck it right in. So anyway, that's on size 5s, 3.75 millimeters. All right, next is my first point of Libra shawl, which is a Laura Ayler pattern. It's the one that I'm using my mini skein set from Leading in Fiber Arts for. Let's see here. And I do have a progress marker in this one. Let's see if I can get the right side here. So here's how it looks. Let's see, can you see that? So I started here, and last week I was working on this blue. I have finished the blue and am now on to the colored edge. The OMG Squee, oh, it just sings. So this is where I was last week. So I finished all this blue, and then I'm now on this edge. So anyway, yeah, I love it. And I just finished that today, and I don't know what colorway this is after that, but it's pinks and darker pinks and kind of a, not gold, but a nice kind of buttercup yellow, but kind of subdued. I like that shade. And there's a little bit of orange, but I think that's where the pink and the yellow combine, which is cool. But I do like that yellow. All right, I'm talking quiet because my family is asleep and the bedroom doors are open, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm sorry if you can't. Just try to turn up your volume this time. All right, and then another project I have here is the pair of socks that I'm working on simultaneously. I do have a progress marker in this one, I guess. Yeah, so I was this far on both of them last week. Let's make them even. So I was this far. I have finished up to where I ran out of the self-striping yarn and am doing the cuff. I don't have my long circular size zeros, so I just grabbed some double point zeros. That's a 2.0 millimeter. The rest of this was on a 2.5. Yeah, that's blowing out. I also only have one light on. That totally affects things. Like all this, the orange and like that reddish pink there and stuff is not so super bright. But fluorescent light, you gotta love it. But anyway, I think I'm just gonna do about 10 rounds for the ribbing, and then bind it off, and then I'll do this one, and then we shall be done with a pair of socks, which is awesome because it is March, and I can have these be my entry for the self-striping knit along for the Stockinette Zombies group. See if I can keep up this year. I never have before, so, and I'm using up scrap yarn, which is awesome. So those will be finished next week. And if you remember, I was doing 5 rounds on each sock each morning. That was just kind of my morning rhythm. I would do 5 rounds on this. Well, first thing I do is pick up this, do my 20 ridges, then do my 5 rounds on each of those. And I do have one other thing right back here. But let's show you my 10 stitch blanket. Let's see if I can show you what I worked on without completely unfolding everything. Here we go. All right, so last week I had just started with the safety orange, or safety dance, excuse me. So then I went up and turned the corner and have made it all the way to here. And I'm actually not too terribly far from the next corner. Oop. So, I mean, it'll take me a few days to get there, doing only 20 ridges a day, but that's all right. I can get those 20 ridges out so fast because you're only doing the 10 stitches on each row, and so I sit down and it takes me just maybe 10 minutes total, because at 6:15 in the morning I'm not incredibly fast, but either way, I like getting them out of the way and know that I'm doing progress on it, and my goal is to work my way through all of the yarn I have in here for it. So anyway, and I'm doing these just on some junky Addy turbos that I had. I think they're a size 4. So, all right, and then lastly, as far as knitting goes, I have been working on my mitered square blanket, my kind of secret project. It's only kind of secret because I show it to you every week. But what I did was I finished the whole row here. Nope, wrong direction. The whole row here. There we go. I always cast on the next one, so that way when I pick it up I can just start knitting, which is nice. Each square takes me about 20-ish minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm doing 2 per day. I do that in the morning as well. I've added that into my little morning rotation. Usually though, what I do is do the 10 stitch blanket really quick and do the socks while Cayenne and Eli are getting ready for school. And then I come home and do the 2 squares on this while, just to kind of hang out and do that. So that's all I have on the needles. This next thing I'm going to show you is in between. It's a work in progress, but it's not knitting right now, but it's not done. It's mostly done. You'll see. So my sweater, I sewed the shoulders together. That was really poorly written. She really did a bad job on that, and it was very difficult. It took me so many times doing it. Sewed the armpit together. Sewed the shoulder and the armpit here together. And I steeked it yesterday. Let's see. So it is now a cardigan. You can see all my nice floats. I actually love the inside. I think it looks really cool. I'm off to the side here. I'm going to turn this just a little bit. So even though I won't be centered, I can hold this up. Let's see. I have not started my zipper or anything. I actually, I think I was supposed to soak it before I steeked it, but I was really excited to steek it. That's all right. I can still soak it. I'm not going to be pulling it to stretch. Whatever it naturally just releases, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm okay with that. But I do need to do that before I put the zipper in. So anyway, not a big deal. But you can see right along here is where I cut. So you can see the little ends sticking out there. And right in here you can, let's see, yeah, you can see that this row looks a little different. That's where I did the reinforcement stitches. You can see it on the back a little bit better, the brown running down along it. So anyway, I cut that during class last night and my students just totally flipped out. It was funny. So anyways, it was very exhilarating. I've never steeked anything ever. And here I am cutting open a sweater, which is probably why I didn't think to soak it beforehand. So anyway, that sweater is Gray Sparrow, and it is knit out of Brown Sheep Nature Spun Sport in the coffee bean color, saddle tan, and red fox on size 4s and 3s US 3.25 and 3.5 millimeter. That's all I have to show you this week. Please give me a pass on everything else. We will get back to that. I do have an acquisition, but it's sewing related, and right now I'm not working on it anyways. So when I make the project, it's for a skirt, it's fabric for a skirt. So when I make the skirt, I'll show it to you. It'll be easier that way. So anyways, nice short one, but I'm glad to get it in. I gotta hold true to my word. Oh, and just a little update on what I'm doing in the house, because I've just been kind of telling you as I've been working on it. I actually did a ton of stuff outside this week. Oh man, have I been more tired than before, because outside stuff, you have to drag things around and it weighs more, and you know, you have more to do. And anyway, so I've been doing a lot of outside stuff and it feels so good, and it's the perfect weather to work outside because it's kind of cold when you first walk out, so you have your jacket on and stuff, and then pretty soon you're taking that off, and you know, and then as you work you're warm but you don't overheat. So yeah, it's nice. So anyways, I'm gonna say bye for now. Again, if you need to contact me, meltrandesigns@gmail.com. PM me on Ravelry. Please look up the Fiber Fanatics Unite retreat if you're interested at all. And you can find the podcast. Let me tell you this really fast. There's a Mel-Tran Designs Facebook group, Ravelry group, meltrandesigns.blogspot.com. I upload it there. I upload it onto archive and go through Blogspot and ping it all together and shoot it over to iTunes. YouTube, obviously that's where I upload to for all of those other places that I posted. And that, yeah, anyways, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and until next time, keep knitting.